These dragons look so adorable. So guys, the DML wiki has updated itself a little bit ago with some new image files of 3 new dragons. So these are the 3 dragons here right now. And oh my god, first of all, I have to talk about the Kelp dragon. Look at him! We don't have the full image files for these dragons and we don't have the pages for them yet. But I just saw these images and the Kelp dragon looks so cute. And that blue is like my favorite blue in the world. So I imagine he's some kind of water and plant dragon because, you know, kelp is, you know, it's kind of like seaweed stuff. So this guy is by far my favorite out of these 3 and I think he looks absolutely adorable. Second one we've got is the Lilac dragon, which, you know, it's purple, you know, name suits it. And I have to say, I also really like this dragon. I like the fact that it has like a dip, almost like a little beak on the front of its head. I really want to see the full image files for these dragons and the baby forms, but Lilac as well looks pretty solid. And then the third one we have is the Costume dragon. So you can see he's in like a little outfit here. He's a dragon in a dragon costume. What else could you want? A dragon inside a dragon costume. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, I don't know what kind of dragon is underneath this, because like with the, what is it, the cottontail, that is one of the other dragons just inside a suit and it's called a different dragon, but this one looks completely new, which is kind of cool. I really hope that these are legit and not like an April Fool's thing. But those are the 3 new dragon images. Again, you can take a look at these yourself on the DML wiki page. And along with that, we do also have the event maps for everything, which I will be going through soon, but I had to go through these 3 dragons in particular first. And so, let me know what you think about all of those, and let me know which one out of the 3 is your favourite. But aside from that, we do also have news that the next dragon of the week in DML is going to be the Mutant Dragon. So thank you, Idlewine, for providing this information as always, and thank you to all the people that update the DML wiki all the time. You're doing God's work. So if you want to breed the Mutant Dragon come next week, you're going to need a Geiger and Cyborg Dragon. And in that we've got, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other possible outcomes, and we unfortunately do have a shared breeding time next week. So we've had the Mutant Dragon as a Dragon of the Week before, but it is coming back. If you're someone that still needs it next week, get these 2 ready, but be aware that it's going to be a very painful breeding week because pretty much all the outcomes are 10 hours or above. Yeesh. So aside from all of that new stuff, we've just got event collecting points to do again. I feel like I did this not 2 minutes ago, and that's because I've been playing Sekiro all day. It's like I turned on Sekiro, like I did the DML event, turned on Sekiro, and then 2 minutes later I'm back. Except it's actually been like 6 hours. It's just what happens when you just... It's like, find anything that you're really enthralled in, and just lose yourself in it, and time goes by in like 2 seconds. Like, I genuinely feel like I've been doing so much event stuff in DML, but I've barely even touched it. It's so weird. So weird. But, you know, we will be getting plenty of points. I do want to move on in the event as quickly as possible because, you know, if we manage to find the key before next reset, we should get an extra, what is it, 50 points or something that we can collect in the next tier or in the next reset's worth of stuff. So I really want to get on to level 4 very soon. So the more event stuff that we can collect, all of these bloody flying creatures and everything else that we require, hopefully that is done soon. So all that we have left now is winning battles. So, now let's train Andy. Do we have any arena fights to do? Because to be honest with you, I end up ignoring my arena fights all the time and I feel pretty bad about it. So if we have any arena fights that we can do, let's go ahead and wreck some arena stuff for now. I do also have mobile DML to be doing as well, because what's the time now? It is 9:20. So that means I am right in the middle of a reset at the moment. Because, you know, it's every 6 hours, and for me, the resets are at 12 and at 6 o'clock. So, it's not too bad. Oh god, all of these enemies are fully enchanted. What the hecko? But it's not too bad for me, because you can stay awake past midnight, and as long as you stay awake past midnight, that means you're gonna hit that refresh. And then, as long as you are awake before midday, you're gonna hit that refresh. And then you just have to be logging in for the other parts of the day. So, in England, the refreshes in the event are actually pretty good. However, I do know of people that have refreshes at, like, the absolute worst possible times. I really do feel for you. They absolutely suck. Some of the refresh times that I've heard of. Because it's like, if you have to be awake at, like, 2 AM, and then say your refreshers are 8 AM, and then that means that if you're someone that has to, you know, wake up for school or wake up for work, a lot of people tend to cut it really fine with how much time they have in a morning. So you'd have to be doing your DML while getting ready for school and work, and that just sounds like a whole heap of bloody effort. I would not want to do that. I used to do it at my old place that I used to work at, but I used to hate it every morning. It's like having to wake up an extra 20 minutes early sometimes just to get stuff done for DML. Oh, that's too much. And obviously, having to stay up until 2 AM so that you don't miss that refresh as a whole, that kind of sucks as well. And then obviously there's the people that, you know, have like 8 hours or 10 hours of school/work in the middle of the day, where you can't really log into the game at all, because if you do, you'll probably get in trouble, get your phone stolen off you, get fired, you know, whatever the case is. Sometimes these event schedules just really don't work out too well. But at the very least, be grateful that it is only a refresh every 6 hours. Because can you imagine if the refreshes for the event were every 4 hours? And how much worse that would be for people as a whole? Because imagine if instead of having to log in once every 6 hours, you had to log in every 4 hours. It's like how with Dragon's Delight events, realistically, you have to be logging in every hour to 2 hours. And it really ain't the best. I'm just gonna be grateful for what I have right now. I'm happy that my refreshers are okay. And I hope that your refreshers are for you as well, but just be aware that it's not the case for everyone, unfortunately. Sometimes luck is just not on your side. Sometimes games with set timers just want to screw you over and make the events as difficult as physically possible so that you'll spend more money. Welcome to Gameloft games. I mean, obviously, it works because they make the event cost prices extortionately high and people still buy them. Like, every day, I think, this week, someone's been like, should I buy this deal? And I'm like, no, that deal sucks. And they're like, but my mum said that I could have some free money and she said that I could spend it on DML. It's like, no, do not spend your money on event currency. That's such a bad idea. If you're gonna get any money given to you, spend it on the clam. For goodness sake, just spend it on the clam. I've been through all the best things to buy before, but my god, people just... they never listen, and then they ask me again, and then they say, I'm gonna do it anyway! It's like, well, fine, go ahead and do it, but I think your decision is silly. Like, if you're gonna get given, for example, free money for, I don't know, doing well on a test as an example, because, you know, a way that adults like to reward kids is by, you know, saying, if you get good test results, you'll get $4 on an online game that you like. Make sure that the $4 or however much it is, make sure it's actually decent, because you don't just want to waste it. Like, just because you've been given some money for the first time in 3 months doesn't mean you should be wasting it on absolute garbage. Okay? Just don't do it. You could always say to someone, if they're willing to give you some money for doing something well, you could always say, oh, can I save it for 2 weeks' time and spend it then? Like, why not do that? Do you really have to spend your gems or Google Play voucher this very instant? I know you want immediate gratification, but trust me, if you're just patient with it, you will benefit a lot more from it. Again, it's sort of the same thing as, you know, saving up gems for hatchery upgrades and things like that, rather than just spending it on speeding up egg timers. I know that back in the day when I used to spend a decent amount on this game, and by decent I mean like £10 a month, probably is what it came out to, not even. But when I used to be spending actual money on this game per month, I used to end up speeding up egg timers quite a lot because it was like, well, I've got quite a few gems, so I might as well, right? But at the end of the day, I can only imagine what I could have bought instead if I'd have just saved up those gems. Like, instead of just spending all of them at once, I probably could have afforded a level 4 hatchery upgrade. That is if I'd, you know, hoarded every day, done the dungeon and gotten lucky a few times and things like that. I probably would have been able to afford a level 4 hatchery or something really important. So, take it from me, as someone that has made bad purchases in this game, as someone who is very lazy and is the kind of person to be really tempted to speed up timers, it is not worth it, ever, to do it. If you're gonna do it, be aware that you're being a numpty. Or, as I like to say, you're being a donut. You're being a big stinky iced donut. And someone's gonna eat you up, and that person's gonna be Game Loft. Because they're gonna be laughing as they get all of your money, and they see that you've wasted it on an awfully priced gem deal. Alright? That's my pre-warning to you. I also don't know why I'm doing all of these fights just normally. Like, it's not like me to actually bother to do regular fights rather than using my skip fight tickets. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, you know, since we're here already, we'll use the last 2 energy that we have. And, I guess that will do us for now. I don't want to spend my event currency yet until I've done Android DML as well, because I want to try something out on Android DML, and then I'm going to do it on PC DML. But if we've gotten 3 new dragons, that means there are probably new dragons on the way. We do know that there's a new update coming relatively soonish. Soonish-ish. Quite a bit away, but soonish away. So I want to see more and more and more new dragons coming out. I cannot wait to see some of the creations that Gameloft have for us. So for now, like I said, head on over to the DML wiki, check them out yourself. I'm probably going to be sitting here, refreshing the page, seeing if we get any other new dragons, but I cannot wait to see these guys. So, you know, for now, thank you for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you then.